Quixar looked over the documents handed to him regarding a newly discovered species that identified itself as humanity. They had met with ambassadors from the Shell, and a general exchange of information had been agreed to. Nothing too groundbreaking so far. The Shell had encountered many other species and had been able to create bonds that lasted even to this day. The problem, though, was that he had been given pages upon pages of gobbledygook.
Are these a human-specific script?
Quixar asked his assistant. Hard to say, sir, his assistant stuttered. Our ambassadors spoke of them having a decent ability to convey information in person, he quickly added.
Quixar tapped his chin in thought. Perhaps they are a species with many languages like the Vistari, he pondered aloud.
Maybe it'll be quicker to speak to a human directly. They can clear up any misunderstanding and maybe even offer a way to translate what they have provided, his assistant offered.
Yes, that seems to be the best option. Hopefully they didn't send us this indecipherable nonsense in bad faith,
Quixar said, nodding to his assistant. Sir? The assistant tilted his head in confusion.
Well, I mean, they may have purposefully sent this, he gestured to the documents covered in lines and O's, to occupy us while they skulk away with our kindly offered clear information, Quixar finished explaining.
Oh, I see. If they did do that, it'd be rather devious. But I shall send a communique right away, sir. The assistant gave a quick bow before rushing out of the office. Quixar could only watch the man as he wondered what the response would be. He didn't need to wait long for a response. Within the day, a human representative had arrived and was all smiles.
A pleasure to meet you, Sir Quixar. My name is Captain Kleene.
He bobbed his head in a gesture of respect.
Well met, Sir Kleene. We were hoping you could aid us with these.
Quixar gestured to what was becoming a truly mountainous pile of documents.
We requested your assistance as the information you required is in a form we cannot comprehend, Quixar explained.
Odd. The information we received from you is being translated by our computers already, Kleene explained with a confused expression. Calmly walking over, he looked at the pages piled up. Quixar closely observed the human's expressions. He was sure the human would say it was a simple script, and they would offer some way to translate it. Only he didn't. Quixar watched the man's brows furrow as if he was bewildered. That's, odd, he muttered.
Pardon, Sir Kleene? Quixar asked.
Well, I can't make heads or tails of this, he answered. I saw what we sent, and it wasn't this.
So it's indecipherable? Quixar asked.
Well, no, it can be deciphered. I'm just wondering why it's all in binary, he asked aloud.
Binary?
Quixar repeated. Yes, ones and zeros. I'm not much of a computer guy myself, but it's how our computers convey information, he explained.
Ah, so it is a language unique to your computers. Ours probably didn't know what to translate it as, so they provided the base version,
Quixar said, snapping his fingers at the realization. Oh, your computers don't use binary. I'm sure our techies would love to look at them. Might be able to install a way for it to understand binary, Kleene offered with a smile.
Install?
Quixar repeated, confused.
Do they have the necessary genetic growth chemicals to do such a thing?
Quixar asked. Sorry? I'm confused. Why would we need genetic what's-it to install a way to read binary? Kleene asked.
Well, all computers are organic. We make large synthetic thinking beings that do all the calculations and processing we need, Quixar explained. It should be in the information we provided you, he asked, tilting his head in confusion.
Whoa! Kleene took a step back in surprise. Organic computers, he muttered to himself. No wonder why yours only spat out the ones and zeros, he continued muttering.
Sir Kleene, is everything okay?
Quixar asked, concerned for this representative's well-being. Yes, I'm fine, just a bit of culture shock, you see. Sir Quixar, we don't use organic computers, Kleene explained.
But we have seen the machines you control. They could only be controlled by a high-grade organic computer,
Quixar exclaimed in surprise. We use silicon, I think, Kleene answered unsurely. As I said, I'm not a techie, so not 100% on that.
You use inorganic computers?
Quixar asked, even more shocked than Kleene had been.
Such a thing is deemed impossible. Only that which is living can deign to think. Well, I have a friend that put it like this. Humans went out and tricked a rock into thinking, Kleene explained.
Quixar was speechless. He was aware these humans were a different sort from what they had met thus far, but to be able to make a thinking machine out of rock was beyond absurd. But the proof was already in front of him. The only thing he could think to do at this very moment was laugh.